BMRforum.com and BMRodds.com. Gentlemen, welcome back. Episode number 140 of The Lobby. Mr. Reload Sports, how you doing this week, buddy?
Oh, doing pretty well. Had a couple winning days in a row on the forum with my picks, so I'm raring to get into the rest of the week here. And I got my Clover hat on for the month of March. This is my money hat that I put on, and I just can't wait for March Madness and all the action that happens in March. So looking forward to everything.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a good time for sure. Great time to be a sports fan, especially during March Madness. Unfortunately, March Madness used to be huge out here in Vegas. A lot of the states, as we all know, a lot of states have legalized gambling. So the big crowds that used to pile into Vegas for the March Madness, tournament have been dwindling over the years, unfortunately. But great time, to come out to Vegas. The pools are starting to open up. A lot of things happening out here. But Sammy, what's up, buddy?
Yeah, I used to go out to Vegas myself for during the opening weekend of March Madness. Haven't been out there since 2018, but the weather is warming up. We're in the 40s in upstate. Yesterday we got like an inch and a half of snow and like a little bit of freezing rain. It's already all melted, so it's supposed to be nice for the next couple of days. Spring is a couple weeks away. Conference tournament for college basketball is underway. Big conferences start next week. March Madness a couple weeks away. Going to a Ranger game in a couple weeks. So pretty exciting stuff happening over here. Bobby, what's going on in the diet loss thread over there? How you doing?
Well, I was just gonna, as you pointed to the weather, 75 and sunny out here in Vegas. So hopefully you're not too jealous there, Sammy. I posted an update this afternoon, about an hour or so ago. I am 240 pounds, 240.2 to be exact. So to get to my goal weight of under 200, roughly I need to lose about 2 pounds a week until then. I think that's definitely doable. I mean, I see it doable for two reasons, Sam. Reason number one is my diet. I don't eat the best. I think we all know that. So I think if I change up my diet, I think that's going to help tremendously. And not to mention if I start exercising, brisk walk, going to the gym. I think this is definitely doable, and it's something that I'm really going to try to stick to.
What do you think about jumping jacks and jump rope? Can we get some live shots of that?
Well, listen, I mean, I'm not a jumping jack guy, Sam. I'm really not. I'm not a jumping jack guy, Sam. I'm really not, That's what you want, Sam?
I mean, now go down. It's up and down. It's up and down.
Looks like you're doing the YMCA there.
Yeah, I mean, that's all you're doing. You're supposed to go up, down, up, down. I mean, the up was good. I mean, the side profile is not looking great. So
I haven't done a jumping jack in decades.
Could you do any better, Sam?
Yeah, you can do definitely much better without the side profile looking that bad. See, just up and down. See, it's up and down.
That's exactly what I was doing. That's exactly what
going. And then you were stopping. And then you were going up like the YMCA, and then you were stopping. I mean, just like jump roping. You don't even need a jump rope.
Yeah.
High legs, high knees.
Reload. Let's jump into some NBA. Let's change the topic. What do you got?
Well, NBA tonight, I got two picks lined up. I posted these on the forum earlier. It's part of my loaded five tonight. And I've got, for starters, the Milwaukee Bucks -1, hosting the Atlanta Hawks. And I think this is a bit of a trap spot for Atlanta. They come in with 4 straight wins and covers. Look like they're kind of blowing everyone's lights out. And I think this is where it comes down to earth, and the Bucks end Atlanta's winning streak. Milwaukee also got crushed by the Celtics the other night, and I think it's a nice bounce back spot for them. So Milwaukee -1. Tonight, I also like the Indiana Pacers +12.5, outplaying the LA Clippers. Pacers have lost 6 straight, but this is a bit of an overvalued line on the Clippers. It's probably more of an anti-Clippers play than anything else. It's their third game in 4 nights, and they played New Orleans Pelicans and Golden State back-to-back. Won and covered in both of those games. Now they have the third game in 4 nights, and it's pretty tough to keep that up, especially trying to cover a double-digit number. I look back and right after the All-Star break, they had a similar spot where they had games against the Lakers and Nuggets back to back, and then the third game in 4 nights. Guess what? The Orlando Magic comes in and beats them. So I think it's pretty tough to stay at that level, and I like the Pacers to get a sneaky cover here tonight, plus 12.5.
All righty, Reload. Good luck with that. Sammy, over to you. Besides the Knicks, what else you got?
Well, I mean, the Knicks are coming off a back-to-back where they did win last night, and they're a nice nice home underdog against the Oklahoma City Thunder, who, aren't playing the best right now. They're +4. And Knicks on Wednesdays, we talk about it every week, one of the best teams in the league, maybe the best team in the league on Wednesdays. So definitely taking them at home. And it's nice to be on Reload side. I am on Reload side with the Bucks. Giannis back with them at home to the Hawks, -1.5.
All righty, Sammy. Thank you, and good luck with those. Sammy, let me stick with you for a minute. Let's talk some Indian Wells.
Yeah, Indian Wells tennis going on. I got it going on right now. I got double screen going, Tennis Channel and Tennis Channel 2. But yeah, they're just starting. Today's round 1 over in Indian Wells, West Coast action, and then a couple weeks, and then they come back to Miami. Then they got clay. I got 9 plays. I got a couple in board right now. A couple of them are 50-50. Anything can happen. I got 9 plays going today, and on the year, 134-108 plus 8.5 units. Coco Gauff, defending champion. Mensik on the men's side that beat Djokovic last year. So, Alcaraz and Sinner, obvious favorites. Sabalenka, she just got engaged last night finally, so she's super pumped. So she's the favorite going into it. So see what happens for Sabalenka.
All righty, Sam. And just to let you know, the Nuggets are actually 10-11 on Wednesdays. The Knicks are 10-13 this season on Wednesdays. But good luck.
Wait, 10-13, like a losing record?
10-13, correct. No, I'm sorry. They have 10 wins. They've only 10-3. Excuse me. 10.
Yeah, okay. That was like that doesn't.
Games.
10 wins, 3 losses. Okay.
Correct. Sammy, actually, no, I'm sorry. Reload. Let me jump over to you, buddy. We have the conference tournament starting out. Look, college basketball. Have you taken an early look at this yet?
Yeah, taking an early look. In fact, one of my plays tonight is in the Horizon League. They started their tournament tonight. I did try to let the numbers kind of settle in, see what goes on. I obviously prefer the bigger conference tournaments when those come up.
Right.
And I like to see what happens there. There are some advantages to find. You'll find some teams are a lot more into things than others when it comes to playing back-to-back every day and all that. So at least with the Horizon League tonight, it starts out kind of with that. You get a taste of some of the smaller conferences, kind of get some exposure, and that's a good thing. And then you move right up to the bigger ones. The Big East tournament's always fun. The ACC tournament. And
Reload, I'm sorry to cut you off, buddy. Well, I'll get back to you in 1 second. We have a special guest joining us.
Oh, all right. Who do we got?
What's going on, Sammy?
Oh,
Bobby.
there he is.
Hi,
Hey, Reload.
Hi, what's
Been
up,
a while,
buddy?
man. I know I was late, man. I'm up here in
Pipe.
God's country, fellas. Look at this.
Pipe's
Look at this
jumping
view.
in. All right.
Holy
Look at this
cow.
view.
There he is. Yeah. Wow. All right. Good. Pipe's still out there. We haven't heard from you in a while, Pipe.
Look at the cars down below. Anyways, how you guys been doing, man?
This is way more important than talking about the Horizon League basketball.
We're enjoying the
We were
beautiful
worried
view.
about
Look
you,
at that
man.
blue
Hopefully-
skies. It's nice.
Yeah,
We've been
man.
worried.
It's awesome up here. I come up here all the time.
We've been
I posted
worried
something.
about you. I'm glad to see you're back. And
Yeah, no, I've just been busy, man. Working my ass off, man, getting the money.
Well, there you go. Speaking of getting money, Pipe, you got anything in the NBA for us tonight?
Well, shit, let me look it up, man. Give me a second. I like
Okay,
New York Knicks money line. I like the spread. I really love the 4.5. I'm thinking I think Portland should cover that spread. I know it's a big spread against Memphis. And I like the Bucks, man. It's a small spread, 1.5.
Yeah, we're all
that's
on
all
that
I
one,
got.
man. That's got to make it a winner if we're all on it, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Reload, let me jump back over to
It's
you.
twice as
we're
much
talking
on it now.
about
Wow.
the conference tournament, the Horizon League. Let me jump back over to you.
Yeah, so the Horizon League, I got one pick in that one tonight. I like Detroit -2 against Wisconsin, Milwaukee. These two teams played twice this season. Detroit won both of them. So it's a bit of a squarish play for me tonight. It's not like me to usually do that, but
Right.
I think this is an easy winner for Detroit in the first round, or it's kind of the first round, and then they move ahead into the weekend as one of the final 5 teams, and then it kind of goes from there. So Detroit minus the short number tonight. I do have a couple of more picks tonight if we want to keep going with that, or do we want to keep talking tournaments?
Sure, let's go. Let's keep going with it.
All right. So tonight I also like a couple of other favorites. Not like me to have 3 favorites in one night, but here we are. I like an Arkansas -7, -115. Took the alt line on that one against Texas. Arkansas had a big loss to Florida over the weekend, and they're catching Texas off a win at against A&M Saturday, and this is kind of sandwiched between that and the home finale against Oklahoma this weekend. So I think Arkansas runs it up tonight. We saw last week when St. John's had that big loss at UConn, they came like storming back in the next game and won really big. I think the same thing happens with Arkansas after that loss they had to Florida. Also tonight, I like SMU -1 against Miami. Boy, I wish we could have SMU and Miami playing football tonight instead. But we got to settle for hoops. And this is one of these times where the unranked team is a slight favorite to beat the ranked team, and that's usually a winning angle. So I like SMU -1 here. They lost 2 road games recently, but they come back home, should be stronger. And Miami not really as strong on the road. So taking SMU as the short chalk here.
All righty, Reload. Thank you. Pipe, I don't know if you had a chance to look at it. The conference tourneys are starting up. You took a look at anything?
Not anything in the conference, but today I'm with Reload on that SMU. I think that's a small spread. They're at -125 on the money line. I really like that one. I'm looking at some others here. If like I said, I'm late to the party, so I'm just kind of like going through everything right now. I don't know if you guys saw that Kentucky game yesterday against Texas A&M.
Game.
They ran like a 34-6 run. I don't remember what the final was. I didn't watch the last 10 minutes, I think, but they were blowing them out, man. Like, I didn't realize Texas A&M plays that full court pressure. Like they were hungry, like they were defending everything that Kentucky was doing. But anyways, I'll go on here. I like that under 138.5. They're playing Minnesota. That's the Indiana game.
Right.
I like that along with the SMU that Reload was mentioning. And I also like that Rhode Island under 143.5, if I'm not wrong. And my final one would be Davidson against St. Joseph's. I think I'm getting a good number there at 135.5 under, guys.
All righty. Awesome. And it was 96-85, Texas.
Oh, wow. They ended up pulling. Wow. So many points, man. So many points.
Let me jump over to you. Let's talk some college hoops.
Yeah, we're all on SMU again. So that's good. All 3 of us on an NBA play and all of us on a college play. Yeah, I mean, it's nice with conference tournament going on because they're going to dominate the main, ESPN, ESPN2. You'll be able to watch them, which is nice to get some of your Cinderella teams for your March Madness brackets, because even though last year all 4 number 1 teams advanced, the likelihood and the chance of that happening again is obviously unlikely. So it's nice to get the Cinderella teams. Even if you're not going to pick them far in the brackets, you always want them for upset weekend on that opening first and second round, which is always part of the madness. So it's nice. And Siena Saints, our local college team, they're ranked 3rd in the MAC. They're in Atlantic City, but they'll get a national TV game if they advance to the conference. I did storm the court one time, did touch Jay Billis's shoulder, so that was always fun. But other than SMU, I'm against Reload, which is nice. I got Texas +7 on the road against Arkansas.
Oh.
I like Butler -2.5 against Creighton, and I like Purdue -10.5 in a bounce back game against Northwestern. But really, you got the class is the top three. You got Duke, Arizona, and Michigan. Zona took care of business and beat up on Iowa State a couple nights ago. Houston's lost 3 in a row. They got a big game tonight just to get back rolling. But really, it's Duke, Arizona, and Michigan that are the class versus everyone else right now.
And you have your picture on a ticket as well from the days you were in the band.
Absolutely. I got a nice picture of myself on a ticket, which is cool. I got that somewhere in the house. And then this weekend, you got Duke UNC, which is an awesome rematch. UNC buzzer beater to win against Duke. They only led for 1 second, and that was when they took the lead. So Duke's probably going to take care of business at home on Saturday night. Can't wait for the rematch.
Thank you, Sam. You took the words right out of my mouth. I was going to ask you about the Duke UNC game. Pipe, let me go over to you. Your thoughts on the Duke UNC game this weekend?
When are they playing, guys?
Saturday night, 6:30.
Man, I don't have anything on that, Bobby. I'm not gonna lie to you.
All righty, reload. Your thoughts?
Which one was that?
Duke UNC Saturday night rivalry game.
Oh, Duke UNC. I don't know. I guess I would take North Carolina. I think Duke tends to not take those conference tournaments as seriously. So if you go back to the Coach K days and all that.
Right.
So offhand, maybe North Carolina, but I'll have to see what the number looks like.
All righty, awesome. Well, Pipe, it was great having you as a special guest, popping in and sharing your thoughts and your opinions, and we're all glad to see that you are doing well, buddy.
Right on, brother.
Good luck on all the action this week, boys, and we will see you around on the forum.
See you.
I'll leave you with this view.
Beautiful view.